Hey YouTube, it's me, it's the man who likes to Rant, dropping a fresh VID for you today. And you know what the topic of the day has to be, don't you? We gotta talk about Summerslam. And oh, am I disappointed. There were some good points about this pay-per-view, and I'm gonna get those out of the way first. I'm gonna get those out of the way quickly, I hope. Uh, Finn Balor, new Universal Champion, in a fantastic match against Seth Rollins. Both guys put on a heck of a show, and Finn Balor ended up going over. Uh, the only problem I had with this match, and it wasn't even anything that happened directly at SummerSlam, it was the fact that on the Go Home Raw before SummerSlam, you actually revealed Finn Balor in his full Demon King outfit. Now, it didn't end up affecting him because Finn Balor changes his look anytime he puts the Demon War paint on, but that's something that really should have been saved for the actual match at SummerSlam. But like I said, it didn't end up hurting him that bad. Uh, might as well jump straight into the shock of the night, and that is the fact that AJ Styles beat John Cena. Not only beat John Cena, but beat John Cena clean in the middle of the ring on his own without any interference from Anderson and Gallows. I am so thankful that no one bet money against me on this match, because I would have bet the house, the farm, the dog, the cat, the kids, the mortgage, anything you would have wanted, that Cena would have got his win back against AJ Styles clean, and I would thusly be very, very broke right now. But, that was great. Well done, Debbie. That was a shock that I didn't see coming. And that was pretty much it. Those two things were the shining portions of this pay-per-view. The rest was meh to what the heck were you thinking? The first thing I need to talk about as far as the negative is the fact that the Rusev Roman Reigns match didn't end up happening. And while I understand why, because you stupidly gave us that match on Raw for free, if you're going to have that match for a title, it needs to actually happen. Even if we've seen the match before, and you can't give us anything new, you at least need to hold it because it was advertised. I'm actually looking forward to Raw tonight to see how you try to spin yourself out of this mess. Because I don't think there's anything Roman can say. I don't think there's anything Rusev can say. I don't think there's anything Stephanie or Mick Foley could say that would make me believe that this was a thing that they wanted to have actually happen. Even though I'm sure they'll spin it in an angle and say maybe, Roman lost his temper, Roman did this, Roman did that, blah, 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 blah. Because everybody hates Roman. Another thing that annoys me about that match, and I might as well cover the Randy Orton Brock Lesnar match. Both those matches were placed after the Universal title match between Rollins and Balor. And one of them supposedly had a pass, supposedly, giant air quotes, you see, had a pass that ended up not happening because it was rumored, wildly, that there was going to be a confrontation between Lesnar and Bill Goldberg at SummerSlam. Just a confrontation, a face-to-face meeting. Well, if that had actually happened, you might have gotten a pass on me for why this match was higher than your world title match. Because that's something people legitimately wanted to see. But it didn't end up happening, did it? No. And thusly, every match that you had after the Universal title match ended up cheapening your champion's victory, because the title that's supposed to mean the most on your respective brand wasn't even put in a prominent position on the card. That's a big boo-boo. That is almost inexcusable. Speaking of things that are inexcusable, gotta talk about the botches and the level of lethargy. Cena clearly knew that he was going to lose to AJ. You could see it on his face. I have never, in my entire life of watching John Cena as a wrestler, seen him so disinterested it, while performing in a match. He literally looked like he couldn't give two shits. Oh, it's a shame when you're not viewed as the top guy and someone goes over you, isn't it, John? You're angry because you expected people to rally behind the good guy, and they didn't. What a surprise. It is out of respect for AJ Styles and other competitors that people have begun to say, you know what, John, maybe you don't need to be the face that runs the place. Maybe it's time to see if someone else can shoulder the load for a while. Oh boy, on and on and on. Uh, Also, I want to touch briefly on the women's title match, and I was going to be much harder on this match, and I'm going to end up being because, like most of us, I found out that Sasha had some legitimate injuries that she needs time to recoup from, so that's why she ended up losing the title. But you can't tell me that that botch that Charlotte did, where I think she was going for like a side slam off the ropes and ended up dropping Sasha, and it looked really ugly. And I'm surprised Sasha didn't actually hurt herself worse than she already was, and maybe she did. I don't know, but that looked ugly, so that wasn't doing Sasha any favors. So that was kind of my big letdown of the night. That I thought Sasha was going to retain, and even though I understand why she didn't, it was such a bad match that I thought both women deserved better, and I know both women are capable of doing better, even hurt. And I put most of the blame on Charlotte for that one. Um, Now we got to talk about the tag titles. We really do, because I don't understand what happened here. I don't. Um, I was hoping, against hope, that since Jon Stewart was at SummerSlam again, and since Jon Stewart has a history of screwing people over, even if it is John Cena, it was probably the most popular thing he ever did at the time. Uh, I was hoping he would find a way to screw over the New Day and get them to finally drop the tag titles to Anderson and Gallows, who are well deserving of being tag champions. And the fact that WWE had them change their finishing move from the Boot of Doom to the Magic Killer seemed like the perfect name for a move that was designed to end New Day's reign. But you didn't do that, did you? You had Big E run down and get the New Day disqualified so they can hang on to their titles long enough so that they can break Demolition's all-time record of longest tag team title reign in WWEF history. Let me explain something to you, Vince. I hope you're watching. The New Day are so over that their act has transcended the need for them to have the tag team titles. They don't need it anymore. In fact, it might do them and the whole tag team division a boatload of good if somebody else got those titles and New Day was forced to chase again. I don't know why you feel the need to have them have titles this long. You already gave them London and Kendrick's record. That should have been enough. And what have Ganderson and Gallows, yeah, that worked. What have Anderson and Gallows done to piss you off so much that you can't give them the tag title reign? Are you still angry that both Festus and Fake Kane flopped on you? So you're taking it out on Gallows? Because I can't imagine Anderson did anything. In fact, I found the club to be more entertaining with their doctor gimmick, talking about ring postitis. So yeah. By the way, aside from Lesnar and Orton being on the wrong spot on the card, the fact that that match ended by knockout, while it does things to enhance Brock's legacy as I'm the legit fighter that's coming to kick all your heroes' butts. Um, Look, I know it's not going to change because Brock's drawing boatloads of money for the company right now, and it's what the rest of the fans want to see. But intelligent fans like me and my friends are literally tired of Brock only doing suplexes because we know that this freakishly strong man is capable of so much more. And for some reason that escapes me at this moment and every moment beyond, you have made him the literal definition of one trick pony, almost to the point where I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Goldberg actually had a bigger repertoire than Lesnar does right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to throw up in this nearby garbage can for saying it. Oh, dear God, why? Okay, I'm good. The crux of this pay-per-view, and in case you're wondering about the rest of the matches, like Jericho versus Enzo and Kaz, I was gonna talk about them, but they were in fact so beneath me that upon a second viewing, I'm just like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna cover that. I'm gonna cover the things that annoy me most about this pay-per-view. And the biggest thing that annoys me about this particular SummerSlam, while it was far from the worst SummerSlam I have ever seen, it had the potential on paper to be so much greater, and there were so many missed opportunities that were pointed out. WWE, I bet if you look across your fans' Facebook page, you're getting so much hate for what you put on right now, and you're capable of better. And I know you don't try, and you won't try because you don't have any serious competition. But don't you think you owe your hardcore stalwarts and your casual fans out there who watch because of people like me? You have a friend like me, you're probably gonna watch wrestling at some point in your life. Uh, that's just the way it is. So don't you think you owe better? But you don't try because Vince accomplished his big dream of having a monopoly on the wrestling business. It's not an official monopoly because um, places like Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground exist. But make no mistake, Vince McMahon has a stranglehold on the wrestling industry, and that's why he doesn't try. And this pay per view is the perfect example of the lethargy that is plaguing that company because it had the potential to be, in fact, better than WrestleMania 32, and it ended up falling flat on its face. Almost as flat as the crowd was during the Dean Ambrose Dolph Ziggler match. I swear I have never heard a crowd that dead, and for New York, even Brooklyn, that's really saying something. Uh, Let me know your thoughts on SummerSlam. Let me know your thoughts on WWE. Let me know your gripes. Let me know what grind your gears. Let me know what you enjoyed. Ranter's gonna get off the soapbox. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.